Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm comparing two Chanel mascaras. One of them is a complete first impression and the other one I have tried out before and I do really like it. And the two that I'm testing out against each other is the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara, which everybody raves about, and I did do a first impression on this which I'll link down below or somewhere in this video for you so you can check it out. And the other mascara that I'm testing out against is the Chanel Le Volume Stretch de Chanel, and this one is supposed to be a more lengthening version of the Volume mascara. And I haven't really seen a lot of reviews on this. I've just seen a couple of reviews on their website and I thought I would go ahead and test this out and see how it compares to the original and see if it is actually better than the other one. So if you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also make sure to hit the bell icon just so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So like I said, I have tried out the Le Volume mascara before and it is something that I do really like. I'm not too sure if I prefer my drugstore mascaras over it, but it is a really good mascara. And the Le Volume Stretch mascara, this one is just a little sample that I did get when I purchased from Chanel, and these are really small, but I really like these sample sizes because then I can test this out and see how it is, and if I do like it then I would purchase a full size product. So the price of both mascaras is £30, and with the stretch one it says the stretch formula combined with a 3D printed brush entirely hollow for maximum flexibility which coats and stretches lashes to infinity. The bristles on the brush form a spiral with spikes that catch, roll and lengthen lashes. With its jojoba extracts and a flexible latex type film, the stretch formula lengthens and stretches lashes to infinity for an unparalleled eye-opening effect and controlled volume. So it does look like that this one is supposed to be better than the original version, and I think they're good for people that have contact lenses as well, which I think is a great thing because sometimes when you do have contact lenses you can't really wear all the mascaras that other people can. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and we're going to test out these mascaras. Like I said, I have tried out the Le Volume before and I do really like it, so my first impression is going to be on the stretch version and we'll see how it compares and if it's actually better than the original, because this one says that it has volume and length but this one says it's just for volume. So I've zoomed in a little bit more just so you can see how it applies on the lashes, and this is what my lashes look like naturally. I haven't put any product on them or anything like that. So the first mascara that I'm going to test out is the original Le Volume. I'm going to put it on this eye and then I'm going to put the stretch on this eye just so we can compare them and see what they look like. So I do always do 2 or 3 coats of mascara, but we're going to do 1 coat for each one, see what it looks like, and then do a second coat and then maybe even do a 3rd coat. This is what the tubes look like, so they're very different to each other. This one is more like a normal mascara but just a smaller tube, and then this one is sort of like a lip gloss tube, and the brushes look very different as well. So this is actually a brand new mascara of the Le Volume just so I can compare them and see what they look like when they've first been opened. So the Le Volume is on the top and then the stretch is on the bottom, so you can see that with the stretch one it is absolutely massive compared to the original one, and you can see that there's so much product on there. I did notice that when I was taking this out of the actual tube it did get a little bit stuck in there, but it's such a weird brush. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's all of these bristles that curve around like in a spiral, so it looks like it might separate the lashes a little bit more than the original Le Volume. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and test them out and see how they go on the eyelashes. So I'm going to apply the Le Volume first on this eye and then we're going to try the stretch on the other eye. That's 1 coat of the original Le Volume. I do feel like it's really nice. It looks very natural. It does make my eyelashes look longer than they actually are, and it's nothing really out of the ordinary to other mascaras that I've been testing out, especially with the drugstore mascaras. I mean, it is really nice and my lashes look nice and separated. So I'm going to see if the stretch one does any different. This one does say it has volume and it lengthens the lashes, so I'm hoping that this one is going to make my lashes very long. I'm hoping it's going to be like the Maybelline Sky High mascara because that is really good. So hopefully this is going to do as well as that one, and we're going to go ahead and test out on this eye. And that's 1 coat done with the stretch mascara, and I can see a difference between the two. With the stretch one my eyelashes do look a lot longer, they do look a lot lifted as well, and then with the Le Volume it just looks like that they're a little bit thicker and a little bit separated. But I really like it. I think both of them look really nice, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and do a second coat. And that's 2 coats on both eyes, and there's not really much of a difference between the two of them. Now with the stretch one, my lashes are looking longer and they do look a little bit more separated. With the volume one, they do seem like they're clumping together a little bit, but I would happily go out wearing 2 coats of each of these mascaras because I do feel like that they are really pretty. And this one, like I said, the volume one just looks like it's a little bit more stuck together and a little bit more like it has volume, but this one looks more lengthening. I do wish that the stretch one did both of them, so did the volume and the stretching, because it does say that it does both, but I do feel like this one is more of a stretching. So I'm going to go ahead, do a 3rd coat, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Hopefully it doesn't look like it's spider legs or anything like that, but I'm going to try it and see if it builds up a little bit more. And that's what 3 coats of each looks like, and I actually think I prefer the volume side. This one just doesn't seem like it's clumping as much as the stretch one. Now it's really weird because with the stretch one, they do look very, very long, but it's lacking volume. But with the volume, there's so much volume in there, and it is starting to stick together on the outside. But I feel like it looks really nice. It doesn't look clumpy. It doesn't look like spider legs. But I can see that with the stretch one, it's actually making my eye look a lot more wide awake, and it's actually pushing up a little bit more. So I do like that with this side, but at the moment I am definitely preferring the volume side because I just feel like it has so much volume and it still gives me really nice length as well. So I'm going to go ahead and see how they go on the lower lashes and see if it clumps, if I get it underneath my eyes, and if it's just easy to basically put it on. So I've done the lower lashes, and this side with the stretch mascara was so hard to do on the lower lashes because it's such a big brush compared to the other one. It's just massive, and I felt like it was quite hard for me to actually put it on the lower lashes, and you can see that I haven't really got a lot of product on there. But with the volume version, my lashes look so big on the lower lashes, which is crazy because they're not the longest lashes that I have, but I think both sides look really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and give you my final review, let you know which one I prefer, and just give you a comparison between both of them. So I've zoomed out so you can see what the mascara looks like with the rest of my makeup, and I actually like both of these mascaras, but I do prefer one of them over the other. Just with a first impression, looking at it, I can see things that I like and things that I don't. So this side has the La Volume Original, and this one has the stretch version, and looking at the eyes you can actually see a very big difference. Well, I'm not sure if you can in the camera, but in person you can see a very big difference. So it looks like that with the stretch my eyes just look so much more lifted, they look bigger as well, and then with the volume one it looks like I have more lashes, they're a lot darker, and I just really like the volume with this side. And I do feel like that they both look really nice, but there were difficulties with doing the lower lashes. With the stretch brush, it's so big and it's just a lot harder to do the lower lashes than with the volume one. I have noticed that you do tend to get a lot of product on both of the ones for these, and I don't know if it's because it's just a small tube, which is why you get a lot of product that goes on there. I don't know if that's the reason, and with a full size if it would be any different, but this is just what I'm experiencing with these. So with the stretch version, it's quite hard to get the brush out of, and you get a lot of product on the brush. Like, it's so much on there, so I have to keep wiping the side. And I like the brush. I do feel like that it is quite big. I do like that it's very different to any brush that I've tried before, but for me I feel like that it is quite big to the lower lashes. Now with the upper lashes it was really good, and it was quite easy to get on every single lash as well, so it wasn't hard to do the upper lashes, it's just the lower lashes. And with the volume, this one so much easier to get out, but you do still get a lot of product on the brush. So like I said, I don't know if it's just because it's a small version that you get a lot of product on there, but with the volume one I feel like it's so much easier to get on the lashes. It's just easier to get in the corners, and to do the lower lashes I had absolutely no problem as well. But you know what, I feel like that both my eyes look really nice, and I actually think I prefer the original La Volume side, because I feel like that even though it is a little bit more clumpy than the stretch side, I feel like that it looks more put together. It tends to be the outer lashes are the ones that are stuck together a little bit more, And I don't know, I actually like the way that that looks because it looks like I have so much more volume, and it doesn't separate the lashes as much as the stretch one. So if you do want to have lashes that are very, very separated and very long, then the stretch side would be the best one for you to go to, just because it really does separate the lashes. I feel like that they are incredibly separated, they are very lifted, they do have a lot of length to them. Whereas with the volume one, if you do want to have thicker lashes and you want it to be a little bit darker, then I feel like this one would be the best one for you. So there are pros and cons to both of them, because like I said, with the volume one you do need to build it up a little bit to get what you want. With one coat it looks very natural, so if you do like the natural look, then it'll be good for one coat. If you do want to have a little bit more of a dramatic look, then adding 2 coats is probably the best bet for you. With the stretch version, I actually feel like that the Maybelline Sky High Mascara might be better than this one, just because I feel like I get so much more length when I use it. But I will do a comparison between both of them, because I'm actually intrigued to see how well this does compared to a drugstore mascara that's a third of the price, because that one I think is like £9.99 or £12.99 and this one retails for £30, so it is quite a lot. I don't think at the moment I would spend the full £30 on the full size of the mascara, just because I feel like I said, the Sky High Mascara tends to do what I want it to do anyway. So out of the two, I do prefer the original Le Volume Mascara, just because I feel like it gives me what I want. It gives me nice, thick, full lashes, and that's what I really go for, because my lashes, they're not thick, they're actually very thin. So I want ones that give me as much volume as possible. And if you do want to try out this mascara, but you don't want to pay the £30, I'd say go ahead and try out the Maybelline Lash Lift Mascara. That one is basically a dupe for this. It doesn't give as much volume as this one does, but it's a really good stepping stone. So if you want to have a look and see if that's something that you like, then go ahead and try the Lash Lift Mascara, because it's like £10, so it's a third of the price, and it works really, really well as well. But then if you notice that you do want a little bit more volume, I'd say go ahead and get this one. But to be honest, the Lash Lift version is a really, really good dupe for this. If you do want to have long lashes, then Stretch would be the best one for you, but if you do want to have volume, then the Volume would be the best one. I wouldn't pay full price for the Stretch version, just because it doesn't give me everything that I want it to. But if you do like really long lashes, then I'd say go ahead and try this out, because it is a good mascara and it does make your lashes very, very long. So it is something that really does work. I just wouldn't repurchase it myself. But with the Volume, I really like this mascara. It's my favourite out of the two, and I actually do have a full size version, but I do have quite a few of these mini samples, so I'm going to probably use those ones up and use the rest of my mascaras that are in my collection, because I do have quite a few to test out. I have like a Charlotte Tilbury one, I have more drugstore mascaras to test out, so there's not really any point of me opening the full size. So that's my comparison of the Chanel mascaras. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you've tried out any of these mascaras, and if you like them, if you don't, just comment down below to let me know. Also, if you want me to test out any other mascaras, then just let me know as well, and make sure that you give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!